any real estate mortgage site you go on, they have the house payment, right? This house is cost you this much a month. And they always seem awesome and affordable. That's just usually one part of owning a home. But what is a true cost of actually owning a home, especially here in Arizona? Hey, what's up guys? Shant Janessian here. Thanks for coming back to my channel. Before we get started, I would really appreciate you if you guys would like and subscribe to my channel. As you guys have seen, I'm just gonna be putting out real estate content about stuff here in Arizona, whether it's investing, owning, buying, selling, whatever the case may be, or living in a city here. So just really appreciate if you guys would like and subscribe to my channel. Today, we're gonna talk about what is the true cost of owning a home here in Arizona. Now, obviously it could vary, right? The type of home, where in Arizona you are, and kind of the square footage and all that fun stuff. But I'm gonna give you a case study of what it really costs. Let's begin with the case study scenario, okay? The scenario is, so I'm basing this off of a home similar size and style to my home because that's the numbers I'm gonna run for you guys. And you'll see what I mean. A house in Chandler that costs around like $475,000. If you put 10% down with taxes and insurance for that kind of area in that 85224 zip code, it's where my parents live, so I kind of know that area. Well, I know a lot of the areas, but I'm going off this area. You're gonna be around $2,200 a month with mortgage, taxes, insurance, mortgage insurance. That's kind of where you're gonna be at, okay? $2,200 a month. So when you go on these websites, you're gonna see $2,200 a month. You're doing it in your calculator. You're like, oh, $2,200 a month. Now, one thing I like to do is like, when you're buying a house, you need to look at your budget and you need to look at your finances, right? And you need to say, hey, does this $2,200 a month fit my budget? Now, yes, the lender, the mortgage company, the bank, they're gonna do their stuff, but you have to live with this, right? So you have to kind of do your homework. So what does that mean? Now, $2,200 a month, can I live off this? Yes. But there's other things that go with owning a home. And I'm gonna run through some stuff and we're gonna kind of have a running tally of what things cost and what your true total monthly cost could be if all of these things break down for you. Let's start with utilities. We're basing this off of a 2,000 square foot home, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Mine is a brick home, so I'm basing it off a brick home. Brick homes are usually better for utilities as far as electric and stuff. Water, sewer, trash, it's gonna be about $75 a month. Gas, $25 a month, let's just estimate. And electric, for us on average, it's been about $225 a month. Yes, in the summers it'll be more, winters it'll be less, but we average around $225 a month. Brick homes have better insulation, they keep the heat out. I made a video about this, I think, in the past. I don't know what the video was about, but I've talked about this in the past. That is $2,200 a month, plus the $75 a month for water, sewer, trash, plus $25 a month for gas, plus $225 a month for electric. Now, it doesn't stop there. Let's say you have a pool, right? Most homes here have a pool, or you probably want a pool if you do live here. It's about $100 a month, right? So you're at about $100 a month. If you have a landscaper, right, and you have some grass, like we have grass, we have a landscaper comes, does the trimmings, blows the leaves and cuts our grass. It's about $200 a month. Cost actually went up recently because cost of everything has been going up. We have a security system. It's about $50 a month. Pest control, right? We get our house sprayed for pests, for scorpions and stuff like that. I've never seen one, so we just keep paying it. It's about $30 a month. AC maintenance, okay? So we have an AC unit. We get it maintained twice a year. It costs us $70 each time for them to come out and maintain our AC unit. About $140 a year, that equals out to $12 a month. Now, you're like, okay, why are you counting all these little things? These are things you're gonna have to pay for, or you probably should pay for, especially if you haven't, here in Arizona, you should get your AC maintained twice a year. So I'm breaking this down to like a true cost of living in a home, and this is stuff you should probably do. If you don't have a pool, obviously you don't need a pool guy, but you can do it yourself. But I don't trust myself with the chemicals. Palm trees. If you have palm trees, most houses here do, right? Palm trees, you should probably trim them twice a year. And if you have 2 palm trees, that's about $200 a year, which comes out to about $16 a month. Again, I know you're probably saying, dude, why are you getting so, stuff you're gonna pay for. So you might as well budget it out. I also budget about $166 a month for home maintenance. Now, this is kind of just like a general rule of thumb. This is nothing as far as like, this is hard numbers, but in this type of home, if you live in a home for 10 years, let's say, right? If you're gonna live in this home for 10 years, your AC is probably gonna go out, or your roof, water heater, some plumbing, you're gonna have electrical work. When you live in a house, you're gonna have to do something. And these are maintenance costs. Depends how old your AC unit is, you're gonna have to change it. We just changed ours, that cost about $6,500, right? So within a 10-year span, you could end up spending about $20,000 in maintenance and repairs, right? So if you average that out for the 20 years, that's about $166 a month. If you could take that $166 a month and put it into a little account, so when you do have kind of like a little home emergency account, so when you do have a big issue, you have that money there rather than going into your savings or your emergency fund. So I would budget for this stuff. That's just me. You don't have to. If you add everything, right? So let's recap. $2,200 a month, mortgage, taxes, insurance based on current interest rates, right? Utilities, water, sewer, trash, gas, electric in a brick home, and then like pool, landscape, and all this stuff. Now, if you don't have a pool, if you don't have no need to landscaper, stuff like that, you could subtract this stuff out in your case study, but I'm just kind of going off if all the stuff you should have. I may be missing some things, but these are the things that we pay for. So we're just kind of being kind of transparent on that end. So that takes you to $3,100 a month. It's technically $3,099, but it's $3,100 a month all in. When you look originally and saw a $2,200 a month payment, you're like, oh, okay, that's doable. And then really factor in all your true costs, and it jumps up to $3,100. Say it jumps up to $2,800, $2,500. That's an extra $4 or $5. In this case, it's an extra $900 a month that you're gonna spend. And you might as well know that up front before you buy this house and really budget things out. There is no perfect science, right? You could just kind of get some average utility costs in your area, average like pool maintenance, yard maintenance. Some yards might not need it, but these are things if you look at and really budget it out, you know, our true cost would be about in this scenario, $3,100 a month for living in this actual house that we are in right now. So that's an extra $900, and that adds up. Why am I bringing this up? Because I think when you're qualifying for a loan, they don't really talk to you about what it's going to cost and upkeep of living in this home. So I just wanted to have these numbers for you guys to really look at and say, hey, can I really afford this house, or should I be looking at a little bit less expensive home because of all these monthly expenses that I'm going to have? Keep that in mind. I really, really hope this video helped. I think what I'm going to do next, and I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts, is owning versus renting the same home, what the real cost and breakdown is, and would you save money renting compared to buying? If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. My info's below. Leave a comment. But like I said, please like and subscribe to my channel. Would really appreciate it. See you guys next time. Bye.